This is exciting. Hello, everybody. This is Misha Saffron, Joy and Resilience Coach. Oh my goodness, I'm super excited. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I am StreamYarding. That's a new verb. I am using StreamYard to go live into my Facebook page, Saffron Consulting. I'm streaming into my group, my private Facebook group for women called Authentic and Wholehearted Joy. And I'm streaming into my YouTube channel. I can't even believe that. That is so cool. So I'm not even sure where to look because the viewfinders over here, the comments over here, the banners, everything is crazy. I see that I have 4 or 5 people watching right now. Tell me where you're calling in from, where you're watching from. I'd love to know, who you are. If it's a Facebook user, I won't see your name on Facebook. So say hello. This is, and give me your name. That would be so super cool. And just welcome to all of you. I won't be on long today. I'm experimenting, playing around, seeing how this goes to see if it's really something that I can get used to. Although everything we try, if we do it more than once, twice, 3 times, we can get used to it. So definitely, please use this moment to just tell me who you are, to tell me that you're watching, say hello. So definitely, oops, hold on a second. I'm hearing to just tell myself. Me who you are, to tell me that you're watching. All right, so you're hearing me twice. Give me a second. I'm readjusting myself. And my browser, of course, is pretty slow. So yeah, so I'd love to know who's watching. Oh, yes, I'm everywhere. And somebody's saying hello from Puerto Rico. And oh, thank you. Oh, exciting. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Bodie. I'm thrilled. If I can do this, anybody can do this. So I'm super thrilled. And of course, I have a call coming in from my son. So should I take it while I'm live? No, I'm not going to do that to him. So I have a question for all of you. I would love for you to put in the comments. So again, Misha Saffron, Joy and Resilience Coach. On a scale of 1 to 10, how joyful do you feel right now? So I'm just going to let you think about that for a moment. On a scale of 1 to 10, and all you got to do is put the number in the chat, in the comments. On a scale of 1 to 10, how, oh, Lauren, you're here from Australia. Good morning to you. Oh, wait, it's like 8 in the morning there, right? So on a scale of 1 to 10, how joyful do you feel right now? Oh, I got a 7. Okay, I see a 7. I see an 8. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. So cool. This is working. I'm joyful and I'm terrified at the same time. And that is the whole theme of my podcast, which a lot of you are on my YouTube channel and in this private group on Facebook know that we can have these coexisting feelings. There's a duality, right? So I can be really excited and joyful and feeling just comfortable with myself. And I can be terrified because it's new technology. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think, to be honest, terrified is a little strong because I'm feeling content. And I'm not feeling like anything's going to fail because this is a sample and who knows where it will go. It usually disappears afterwards, or Big Brother's watching me. I don't know. But so we have 7s, 8s, and 7s. So what would it take? I would love to hear, what would it take for you to move up 1 notch? Like what would change your 7 to an 8 or your 8 to a 9? What needs to happen there? Feel free to put that in the comments. So again, if you're a 7, what needs to happen for you to get to an 8? And if you're an 8, what needs to happen for you to get to a 7? And if you're at a 2, what would it take? What do you feel could just move you up 1 notch? And if you don't know, then you call me and you hire me and I work with you for 9 months. It could be more than that. I mean, you don't get long-term results if you don't work long-term. I've been working a long time. I'm 53 years old. I've been doing a lot of work on myself for 12 plus years. I say 12 because there was a landmark incident there for me. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love that. I'm seeing good question. Thank you, Lauren. And oh, totally a nap, Bodhi. Oh, I love your picture too. So Bodhi says a nap. Yeah, what would it take you guys to move up one notch? So I'm going to give you some ideas. So one thought, well, first of all, look behind me. I have this beautiful picture of me and my mom. I have the love notes in heart-shaped form from my partner. I have my roses that my parents sent me for my birthday, my teddy bear, and a really beautiful quote. It says, "There is a gift at the temple of your soul. Give it." So yes, oh, I see that. Yay, tap into gratitude. Do an act of random kindness. These are fantastic. I love these quotes. So here's the next question for you. Ready? Drum roll, please. How do you describe joy? So many of you said you were between a 7 and an 8, but what does that mean? What does being joyful mean to you? Yeah, I am curious. And I'd love to play around with bringing somebody into this room with me. So if there's anybody who would like to join me, let me know and I will send you specifically an invite. So you just have to let me know and I will email you or I'll messenger you on Facebook if possible. I'm still figuring this out. So let me know if you would like to join. But the question right now is, how do you describe joy? People describe it in different ways, if you didn't know that already. So I'll wait. Do, 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 do. That's really annoying, isn't it? Okay, so what would it, oh, love this. So warm, open heart, happy, excited, enthusiastic, grateful, trusting. Love that, Lauren. Thank you so much for joining. This person said, appreciating what I have, loving my life, appreciating those who are in my life, feeling grateful, thankful, blessed. Wonderful. What else? Who else is out there that would like to answer the question of what is joy? How do you define joy? Feeling a sense of inner contentment and peace. Yeah, totally. Love it. There's no wrong answer, right? Because it's your joy, not my joy, not Lauren's joy, not Bodhi's joy, not Lisa's joy. It's your joy. So you get to define it in any way that works for you. And the reason we define joy is so that we can pursue it if we don't feel it. So hopefully you are pursuing joy. So those of you who are just joining us, that sounds funny. Those of you who are just joining us, we were describing joy. So feel free to loud laughter with others. Yay, Sylvia! Hi, Sylvia. I love it. So loud laughter with others. I had the best belly laugh the other night with my partner and my son. It was wonderful. I really love it. So those of you who are just joining us, we've talked about like, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? How joyful are you feeling? Then I asked people to describe, then I asked people, if you're at a 7, how do you move up to an 8? If you're a 6 or a 3, how do you move up to a 4? Then we talked about describing joy. So now here's another question. Remember coexistence. We're going now to the other extreme. I'm not going down because pain can actually be right here and not hurt us as badly as it used to. But here's the next question. Are you ready for it? When you are sad or hurting emotionally, how long does it take to move through this for you? And I would even ask, if you're willing to share, what are the steps that you take to move through it? So when you are sad or hurting emotionally, what are the steps you take to move through it? Or do you move through it? Or do you just say, go away, I don't want to feel you right now? And then how long does it take you to move through it? Very curious to hear that from you all. Oh, and I'm going to go back to the previous question, which was, how do you define joy? Because this is a great one too. Sometimes it's a lightness or bubbliness. Sometimes it feels like peace. And sometimes it's being enthralled in creativity. Love that. So yeah, so again, when you are sad or hurting emotionally, how long does it take to move through this? Are you willing to move through it, or do you just kind of like try to push it aside and forget that it's there? I would love to hear from you. Yeah, this is a tough one, right? It's kind of like, do I move through it? Do I push it? Do I deny it? Do I throw it under the rug? Is it the elephant in the room? And what does this have to do with joy? So while you're thinking about your answer to this question that's on the screen, what it has to do with joy is that we often need to know one feeling in order to experience, embrace, and move through another feeling. So that's one answer. The other answer is, and there's lots of answers. So I'm not like, I am a joy expert, but I'm not like the only expert. So the other thing is that joy and pain are temporary. So knowing that, it's not, oh shit, when's the other shoe going to drop? I can't enjoy this joy. It is, this joy may be limited. I should really enjoy the joy. And the pain, this will end soon. This is temporary. And so therefore, we can embrace the existence of both and choose, do I sit in joy? Do I sit in pain? Where do I really want to put all of my energy? Where do I really want to, that's the best question. Where do I really want to sit? What attention do I want to give what? It's important to acknowledge them. I love what Lauren is saying in the chat. I honor the feelings, focus on the body sensation, breathe, tap my collarbone. I love tapping, and allow them to move up and out of my body. And I cry if I need to. Thank you so much, Lauren, for that well thought out and explicit and explanatory response. Explicit, that wasn't explicit. So again, this is just a really important piece for everyone to know, is that, and if you know it and you maybe haven't absorbed it yet, we can create joy or we can just feel it. Both are fine. We can also create pain or we can just feel it. But we don't need to be a victim to pain. We can actually have the pain come through, right? Acknowledge it, work it over a little bit, and then move into the joy, which typically for me is always there, but sometimes I just can't access it. So I love this. Another Facebook person said, it used to take me years. Now I acknowledge the sadness, let it move through me, let go and move on within a few days. Yeah, I went from months to weeks to days to hours. And some experiences, it's just like literally moments. So that is exciting. I really love that you were able to move through your feelings and bring it down to just days. That's awesome. All right, here's the last question I have for you. Well, first of all, I have this really neat handy dandy little thing I get to put at the bottom. See if you can catch, there's a subliminal message, but hopefully you're not seeing it too quickly. But then with that, here's the next question. How resilient do you feel when the shit hits the fan? I hope no children are watching. Well, actually, they probably heard the word shit multiple times. But how do you feel your resilience is when the shit hits the fan? So you can do that on a scale of 1 to 10. How resilient are you? And really what I've noticed for myself is that when the shit hits the fan, if I'm grounded and I've been doing all the work I need to do on a daily basis, I'm typically pretty resilient and I can just receive it and move through it. But if I'm not eating well, I'm not sleeping well, I'm not really taking care of myself, I'm not so resilient when the shit hits the fan. And even though I know it's temporary and it's going to move, I usually can feel a little bit of paralysis. Like, where do I go with this? So yeah, I'd be curious to hear about you. How resilient do you feel when the shit hits the fan? Very curious. 8 or 9. Woo! That means like 8 or 9 being like you're really resilient. Is that what I should have said the scale is 1 is not so resilient, 10 is like super resilient. So I'm assuming this person wrote down 8 to 9, stating that it's high. It's a high level of resilience. That's really awesome. Anybody else? Love to hear from you. So I am excited to be able to use StreamYard, and I'm really hoping that I can do more with this because it's definitely new to me, but I love this notion. Yo, thank you, Lauren. Yeah, the resilience piece. So what I'm curious about, and I'm learning how to maneuver through these. I'm going to take out the how resilient question are you? And I'm going to put in a link. If you want to feel more joy, if you want to have more time with someone like me who's joyful one-on-one, then you can actually set up time to connect with me. And I would really love to be able to work with you, whether it's, for 6 weeks or for 9 months or longer. Feel free to share my link. I actually work with students, 6th grade through 12th grade as an academic life coach. And part of that life coaching with them is also helping them identify joy. I work with parents of children so that we can then develop resilient families. And I work with women. And I embody and then permeate and then hopefully magnetize all of you, everything. That's not the right word, but that's okay. We can be imperfect here. But the notion is to really feel like there is joy in your life on a daily basis. And so, I would welcome you to go to my link, calendly.com, authentic_joy/joyful resilient journeying. And if you decide to, so there is a fee for my service. If you decide, oh, thanks for the love. Someone gave me some love. If you decide that you really want to work longer term, I will actually credit that appointment fee to your program package. I have 6-week packages, 12-week packages, 18-week packages, and 9-month packages. So please feel free to reach out to me. I'm so delighted that you all joined me here today. And, we all do a little better when we have joy and feel resilient in our lives. So sending lots of love. Mwah. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. If you have any questions, I'll stay on for just a couple more moments. I'm also having a Facebook training next week. Actually, is it next week? The week after? March 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th at 7 in the morning Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. And I'm going to be doing a lot of wonderful things. Aw, thank you. I'm going to post that comment. Oh, I love that. Aw, Misha, you radiate joy. Yes. So if you are interested in radiating joy too and being a magnet for others to really feel that joy, come work with me. I would be super excited to have you in my community. And so set up a time to see me. My calendar's open. I look forward to connecting again. And I did it. I streamed into 2 Facebook locations and a YouTube. All right. Take good care, you guys. Mwah. Bye.